What's going on, great people? Man, just got finished coming from the office, and man, I destroyed myself. Sometimes we got to tear it down and then build it back up. And what I love about, that statement, is that, whatever, it doesn't matter what we're dealing with. If we are here today, then we have an opportunity. Let me get my keys out of here. We have an opportunity in order to, to tear it down and then build it back up. Like, just like there's different kinds of vibrations of things that's moving, the bigger they are, right? Maybe moving a lot slower, then, everything is moving. God is always moving, and this journey that we're on is like, when you find it, like when we find it, guys, like there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. And I think we understand it, how we see it, and sometimes I think, how we was raised can get in the way of that. Excuse me. Like, I just walked out, man, and because I found it. I burned that joint to the ground, the old me, and and today was that day. I ain't worried about tomorrow. I ain't worried about later. I'm worried about right now. But that's what I see, man. That's what I see is like, like, as long as we here today, so man, let's be better today. In a nutshell is what I'm saying. Let's be better today, for us, right? And when we better for us, for me, what I think about, what comes from that is we are better for everybody else too. If you think how I think, guys, man, we messengers, and that's just the reality, guys. I work shoulders, man. I'm like burning. I'm sorry, but man, when I tell you, like, it's on us, and to start with us, and we can sit up here and try to rescue everybody else, and it's like, nah, man, deal with yourself first, and then whoever God puts in our path, then we tap into that. But we got to get ourselves straight first. It was just, man, I shared with a few people who I love, man, about like disappearing, like, like I felt like God was telling me like last year, and I didn't do it like right away, was like, man, like, disappear, like it was this thing of like, if you disappear, from the past, from people that family, friends, right, enemies, when you come back better, you come back stronger, and I think that joint is dope. But the hardest part is understanding what that means. And what I did was, at first, was I cut out the social media. I cut out the phone calls from people who, people want your attention. And anything that wanted my attention, I just cut out. I cut out that I felt like, man, you know what? I need more for myself. And I think we got to start there, man. It's about us first. But if you listen to me, it's about life, period. So eventually it's about everybody else, but we got to get something. Right now, spiritually, man, I feel like I'm in this boot camp, man. Like, I am in a boot camp, spiritual boot camp. I am in this thing, but, it's like it's a whole different kind of army, you know what I'm saying? Because you got so many different perspectives out there, and a lot of people are probably right. I think, what I think, and I'm jumping, but it all ties into everything, right? Because it all comes back to you. Like, it all comes back to me. And I think when it comes spiritually, it's like, you probably right, but maybe you communicating it wrong. And I think, like, I made that mistake. I made that mistake because you can disappear. Like, when I did disappear, then it's easy to kind of just, thinking that you still disappear from what the problem is, but you also give away, the solutions, which is God. you know, because you can, like, and we human, right? So we mess up and we just don't know, man. And it's like the same thing as going, like, training, and you're not properly nutrition, doing nutritions. So, so what happens is, right, you get in some kind of shape, but maybe if your goal is to keep muscle and build muscle, but you're not properly eating, right, then you're going to lose muscle. You're going to lose weight, but you're going to lose muscle and you're going to lose fat. So if we're not properly doing that thing, with the right information, sometimes, man, we got to shut up and listen. And I remember that, and I know I shared that with you guys before in the past, like what I heard in Germany years ago, man. Pastor Richardson, he had shared that joint in a lesson at New Hope Ministry. He was like, man, you ever just shut up and listen? Yo, I've never heard a pastor say that joint, and yo, that joint resonated with me forever, man. Like, and because when I don't shut up for myself so I can hear what God has for me, then I'm usually like, I'm talking myself out of everything, yo. I'm talking myself out of everything that's good for me, because I'm thinking I'm still on this path, but the reality is I ain't listening to what God is communicating to me, So, man, I hope you got something from that. And, in the end, it all ties to you. Take care of you. Get that understanding for you. So therefore you can help you, because if you help you, then you got more to give to other people. And I don't think we have to rush it, because God will send. There's a time you will have a message for somebody. And when I come to the gym, that's the office. That's my spiritual time. And it's just going and going and going, taking a minute rest, right? Knowing that I'm tired, knowing that, man, I just hit this joint. Man, I don't even feel like doing it right now. And it's like, yo, like David Goggins said, right? Hearing that demon voice, that those quiet voices in your head that is telling you, nah, man, you already did enough. You already did enough. And today it was so crazy, because today I paid attention to that. I heard it, because I heard a message saying, no, you hear it. Don't ignore it. And I've been talking, shout out to Pastor Sheldon. I've been hearing it. I've been here. I'm not running from it. I'm not running from the bully. I don't have to run from the bully. You don't have to run from the bully, but we got to hear it. And when I come to the office, man, yo, I'm telling you what I got. It's, when you hit it. Like what's his name said? I think it was T.D. Jakes, and he said, no, Les Brown. If all you could do is all you could do, and all you could do is enough. And of course, people will say it's never enough, but whatever you're doing, when you got that message, when you broke something, because, for me, when I'm training, that thing is just burning. It's burning. Like, I want to put everything down. I burned something out, and I ignored that thing, those voices that was telling me to leave, that, yeah, you did enough. I completed what I needed to complete, and that was to the standards of what I was seeking. And what I was seeking was to fight through all of that blah, blah, blah in my mind, or that's trying to communicate with me, right, in some way, somehow. And I'm just zoned out. I'm telling you guys, it is spiritual. Everything we do is spiritual, but I ain't preaching to y'all. I just and yo, I just got something to say. Yo, I just had something to say, man. So I love y'all, man. Yo, it's your boy Randy, aka the Mayor. Man, follow me, man. If you don't know, I've opened up, my world, and I'm learning how to open up a little more. But I think this is good, so I'll be sharing more. Just, hey, if you got something to say, man, they call me OG, they call me Unc, some people call me Pops. Hey, but hey, I love you all, man. And let's get it, let's go. I'm out.